Students, hope you are enjoying at home. And today I am present here to explain you the concept of magnetic effects of electric current. In standard 6 you have already studied about magnet. So what is magnet? Magnet attracts iron. This you have studied. But generally it's better to say that magnet attracts ferromagnetic substance. What are ferromagnetic substance? Ferromagnetic substance are the substance which has the content of iron in it. So generally if we are saying magnet attracts iron, instead of that we can say that magnet attracts ferromagnetic substance, and it means that magnet can attract iron, steel, cobalt, nickel. About the discovery of magnet, so naturally occurring magnet, it is known as lodestone. It was discovered in Magnesia. That's why the name given is magnetite, and the formula is Fe3O4, that is triferric tetraoxide. The common name for lodestone is black rock. Since it is black in color, that's why it is also known as black rock, or it is said black stone. Kissing stone. It acted as a torch bearer. If you are lost and someone helps you to reach the destination, so that person is the torch bearer for you. For the trade and commerce relationship, if the person they went in the sea voyage, so all side there is water, so they were lost in which direction they should go. So they used to carry this stone, hang it freely in air, and what happened? It used to give the direction, north-south direction. So they have used the map. In this way it helped them to reach the destination, where is the nearby land. In that way it helped them to reach the destination. That's why it is also known as kissing stone. Now, artificial magnet. Artificial magnet can be prepared by using soft iron, or the best known alloy is alnico, alloy of aluminium, nickel and cobalt. Here you can see a mind map of the chapter magnet, and in this chapter we need only three properties which is very important. First is the attractive property, that is magnet attract ferromagnetic substances. Second is the directive property. If a magnet is freely hanged in the air, it always indicates north-south direction. And third is magnet is dipolar. You can see here, if a magnet is broken, so what happens? As small you break, it will always have two poles, that is north pole and south pole. And about natural magnet and all already we have discussed. What is magnetic effect? Now, what happens if the magnet is kept around a magnet? It has a magnetic field, and in that magnetic field whatever comes, it tries to attract it. So that is only the magnetic field, and that is only its effect. Properties of magnet. Here you can see like poles, that is north pole and north pole, they are repelling each other. Unlike poles attract each other. And here also in this magnetic needle you can see the same thing. This is magnetic field. The region around the magnet where the presence of another magnet can be felt is known as magnetic field. Here in the diagram you can see the magnetic lines inside there is a bar magnet. Inside the bar magnet, the magnetic lines passes from south pole to north pole, and outside the magnetic lines are passing from north to south. You can see here these are closed continuous curves. And here about magnetic field, SI unit of magnetic field is Tesla, which is represented by capital T, and magnetic field we denote by letter B. On top of the letter there is an arrow mark. It represents it is a vector quantity because its direction is fixed. Magnetic flux. The number of magnetic lines passing through the magnet is known as magnetic flux. So here you can see that inside the bar magnet, the magnetic lines are passing from south pole to north pole. So these are, we can say, these are magnetic flux. And SI unit of magnetic flux is Weber. Now see, these magnetic lines are responsible for the strength of the magnet. If more and more magnetic lines are there, so what happens? Its coverage area, the region covered will be more, so more will be its strength. Now let us discuss about the magnetic field lines, properties of magnetic field lines. First property is CCC, closed continuous curves. Inside the bar magnet, the magnetic lines passing from south pole to north pole, and outside it passes from north to south. These results in the formation of closed continuous curves. Second property is, we can understand by using the concept of maths. In a circle, if we draw radius, so what happens on the tangent? It is always perpendicular. So these curved lines, if we are assuming it to be circle and the tangent drawn, so with respect to this, it will give the perpendicular. So tangents drawn on these magnetic lines gives the direction of magnetic field. Third property is, two magnetic lines can never intersect each other. You can see in the diagram that no two magnetic lines are intersecting. Now why they are not intersecting? See, by the way, if they intersect, this is the point of intersection. So at this point, if we are drawing tangents, so what happens? Two tangents can be drawn, and here it gives two different directions. And we know that the direction is fixed. Fourth property is, towards the poles you can see the magnetic lines are overcrowded. So the point where they are overcrowded, there it will have maximum strength. That's why what happens towards the poles, the magnet has maximum strength. As you can see in this picture, whatever properties we have discussed, all the properties are being executed. Magnetic lines are inside the bar magnet, the magnetic lines are passing from south pole to north pole. Outside the magnet, it moves from north to south. It results in the formation of closed continuous curves. I asked you to remember three words, CCC. And here you can see no two magnetic lines are intersecting each other. And maximum attraction is towards the poles. So here you can see north pole and south pole, maximum attraction is there because maximum magnetic lines are there. Uniform magnetic field. If the magnetic lines are of same magnitude and the magnetic lines are moving in the same direction, it is said to be uniform magnetic field. In the same way, if the magnetic lines are either having different magnitude or different direction, we can say it to be non-uniform magnetic field. Students, you know that Earth is also a magnet. Now, why Earth is considered to be a magnet? The crust of the Earth has some permanent magnetization, and the Earth's core generates its own magnetic field. Sustaining the main part of the field, we measure at the surface. So we could say that Earth is therefore a magnet. Hope that you have understood the concept. Thank you. Stay safe, stay home.